body. You looking real sussy.
Wait a minute. Are we having sex tonight?
No.
Hey son, I got something I need to tell you. I'm a virgin.
Well, wait, Dad, if you're a virgin, then how could you be my father?
Well, me and your mother decided to go with the artificial insemination route.
But why would you do that?
Well, I was saving myself.
You were saving yourself. I mean, you two were together for over 20 years.
I wasn't saving myself for your mother. I was saving myself for you.
Hello, and welcome to Storytime with Joella. Today we'll be reading a kid's book titled, Do You Want to Play With My Balls? Hey, Louie! Do you want to play with my balls? Sure, Chuck! I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. Wow! Your balls are so big, I can't even fit them in my mouth. My mom is always yelling, Louie! Get those balls out of your mouth before you choke! You know that mean girl, Sally? She squeezed my balls so hard that they looked funny. Yeah, when I play with Sally, I always end up with blue balls. Billy Johnson made Sally cry last week. Now that kid got balls. Not anymore. Yesterday, Sally kicked Billy's balls so hard he lost one. Look, Louie, your dog is licking my balls. Let's roll them on Sparky's fur. Girls hate hairy balls. You know, Chuck, if we show Sally our hairy balls, she'll scream for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like Sally. I wish she would just play nice with my balls. Yeah, me too. Hey, Sally, do you want to play with our balls? Sure, but only if I can play with both of your balls at the same time. The end.
What mic do you use? It sounds great.
I don't know. I've never had problems.
Sweet cape, so dope, watch as it flows, leaping, can see me in shadows, keeping the bad guys on their toes. I bust the criminals. Punches, sweet kicks, I bring to you. My belt tricked out and stylish to fight crime. Alone is what I do, friend base so minimal. Yeah, I'm a gruff guy, grab you by the scruff guy, put you in handcuffs guy, tights I like to stuff guy. I'm that black guy, wear a pointy mask guy, use it when I sad cry, cause my mom and dad died. I'm the bat guy. Duh. I'm the bat guy.
Take care of the house while I'm gone. Clean up your room. Take out the garbage.
Oh, check it out! I can't believe she's talking to Snoop that way.
Yeah. If that wasn't his mom, he'd be putting the smack down.
Yeah, really. Those are cool pajamas.
Yeah. Snoop rules.
Yeah. Doggy Dog is in the mother. Hey-o. Oh, check it out. He's got a phone on the toilet.
Yeah. We gotta get one of those.
Yeah. Dog.
It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world. Yeah. It's your world.
Keep coming up with funky ass hits like.
Oh, look, he just touched your boobs.
Of course he did. It's a doggy dog world.
Make a few millions as I work 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got some boys in the living room.
Kick a little something for the G. Yeah. It's nothing but a G thing. Yeah, I'm a G. I'm a straight G.
Yeah, you're a G for gonad.
Shut up, butthead. You might get smoked if you keep that up. Watch your back, homie. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Hey, butthead, you know I'm from Compton?
Damn it, Beavis, shut up. You're not from Compton.
No, wait, butthead, I'm serious. I was kicking it on the street. It was a hard time. I used to drink gin and juice. It was cool.
Beavis, you're a white wussy from right here.
No, wait, butthead, you don't know. You weren't around then. Yeah, me and Snoop, we used to go to the Compton swap meet together.
Beavis, you used to go to the flea market with your mom.
No, wait, butthead. See, I wear this shirt. These are my colors.
Beavis,
Yep. I'm a straight G.
shut up.
Yep. Go down to the Compton swap meet with Snoop, you know. Sometimes I used to kick it with Dre.
Beavis, shut up. You've never been to Compton. You're never going to go to Compton. You're going to be here for the rest of your life. You're stupid. You don't have any money. And you're never going to score.
I couldn't find the comment, but somebody asked me what it means to be British. Well, being British is about driving around in a German car, going to an Irish pub to drink a Belgian beer, then travelling home and grabbing an Indian curry or Turkish kebab on the way to sit on a Swedish sofa and watch American telly on Japanese TVs. We buy holiday homes in Spain, we ski in France, and we fancy Swedish birds, and we want to sleep with Dutch prostitutes. And the most British thing of all, we are suspicious of anything foreign. Tell me I'm wrong.
There's seemingly no line between what is and what is not considered an official sport anymore, as this growing list now includes some flaming hot action like force-feeding piles of flaccid wieners down your pie tunnels or seeing what happens when you stack one concussion on top of another until some all-knowing judge deems someone a winner, and I am all for this ejaculatory explosion of new sports because despite not considering someone who does this a professional athlete, I still do think esports and other non-traditional sports deserve more attention, which is why when I saw the absolutely next level chaos going on at these high school gymnasiums, before the janitors have to set up for those savages from nursing homes to roll in for bingo night, I had to share a deeper look into some of these competitions. But first a small clip from the opening ceremony performance. Alright, our first epic adventure is called the Knuckle Hop, and I don't know the specifics, but I can only assume that competitors are taken backstage and given anal enemas of lethal doses of Viagra until their entire body is rock hard like a full body erection, unable to extend at any joint, then pulled out in front of the crowds, pushed over and slapped like a racehorse while being seemingly encouraged by these highly intimidating guards, and not even Superman fanatics like this guy can push through the tortuous circumstances. And it looks like the rules of the human hard-on hop are strictly enforced, as you see very close eyes are making sure that no wood touches the wood. That's a dick joke, but every sport needs its LeBron James, and SpongeBob Shorts here is clearly the one when it comes to knuckle hop, like his fists were surgically spring-loaded from a young age, rounding the corner, hard-ass Nelson by his side at all times, and say what you want about this belly-bouncing shitfest, but there is definitely some mysterious hype train that has these kids coked up and riding. Then we have the high kick, the most sought-after toe touch in the world behind I guess the mountains of foot fetish porn out there, and it appears the objective here is to ball tap this hanging heavily engineered scrotum while having to land on that same ball busting foot. And they have this shit suspended like 10 feet in the air as you see these jointless gamers flying in like it's a damn slam dunk contest. And after ref's review from the super scrotum cam, it looks like we have ourselves a winner. Veiled turns out that was the pussy difficulty of the game, and there's actually a 2-foot double ball tap version for the real savages, as friends check if she is okay, but no, she is fine, just disappointed as she trained her whole life to double drop kick a floating testicle, and now she is here just staring up at said flesh bags untouched and unable to live with her own failure. Let's take a quick break to do some blanket toss, which I can't really determine where the skill comes in on this one or how you would go about practicing for it without having an entire village of people without anything better to do than to line up nuts to butts and repetitively fling you up while you practice your dopest SSX tricky moves. But I guess if trampolines ever get outlawed and you have an unwavering desire to tell gravity to politely piss off so you can do the flippies, then this is probably your best bet. We also have the bench reach, where you get to be the lucky person whose shins get used as a shit shield for someone's fat uncle who was pulled out of the crowd to play the ever so physically demanding part of the guy who sits on people in this intense game of putting a block on the ground while simultaneously tearing your hamstrings, with the optional opportunity to fall straight on your face. Interesting concept, but I think the whole drop a block is a little half-assed design by the game master, and I would suggest you have these hammy-popping players engage in a match of Jenga while dangling from the ass anchor of Fat Uncle Hank to spark my marbles a bit more. Then there's two variants of your traditional tug-of-war, but the one involves lubing up a wooden dildo and simultaneously fighting over who wins the jerk-off, with the consultation price being a sizably smaller amount of timber dick splinters. And this brings us to the main event, the final course, the reason people order the non-existent pay-per-view event for this whole smorgasbord shitfest of sports. Ear-pulling. The most innovative discovery to 1v1 sports since fucking tennis, where two people who have signed waivers under no apparent duress stating that they voluntarily agree to be there tie a Walmart grade piece of yarn together and simultaneously try to yank both of their ears off at the same time, as if it is some deaf fetish support group they found online to participate in such a heinous act. Either the string breaks out of sympathy for what these people are doing to themselves, or one of the psychopaths out sustains the other. Some wins in pain, and some truly crazed Karens pull off these smiling mind tricks to show that they have nothing to lose and will rip every last appendage off their body to win that dollar store plastic medallion awarded to the winner of this year's Torture Gymnasium Games. People's ears are just turning into literal sausages right in front of your eyes. Just listen to the competitiveness going down here. I am guessing there is a doctor out there just cringe-shitting himself into a quaking bout of anxiety just watching what this chick in her that 70s show tie-dyed tee is doing, just kicking asses, taking names, and almost ripping ears straight off of these losers' domes. And this brings us to the finals with Moaning Matthew from earlier against the year pull champ, the soul-stealing psychopath. And for those of you who don't follow this sport daily, just waiting for ear pulling to have its own section on your DraftKings sports gambling app. This dude is the juggernaut of the cartilage yank, demolishing any foe in his way, making his weak enemies bleed, just ruthlessly looking straight into their soul through unworthy empty eye sockets as he brings the perfect genetics in the form of big floppy donkey dick ears to this competition. And so it should be of no surprise that he once again takes the crown with ease before putting his glasses back on and heading back to his desk job in the accounting department at the DMV. But here at the WTF Games, this man is a feared legend. Rav out.